Good schools in the city.
Who are your last minute?
And then that's when the people come in and say, oh, some problem came up or this. And so I've always got it.
What's her excuses? Her back again?
Yeah, that's her back. So this for you is a special. Because I don't think you've been in this gathering.
No.
To my knowledge. I know we've had your house gathering, right?
Right.
And then we've had the pensioners luncheon, and you've attended that, right?
Right. You and I have the ties.
Now look at this, didn't I tell you? Somebody said, Horst,
Yeah.
how come you're wearing that tie? I said, I do that for this occasion.
Right.
And I said, I'll bet you Bob the Food's gonna wear it.
Right.
And see, he matched his tie up too.
Yeah.
See, I said, I gotta have a blue tie with
Right.
something gold.
Right.
And they said, how many you got? I said, I think I got about 30 of them.
Right.
And, you know, when you wear them so
Right.
many times
Yeah.
in the bank with all the different suits we wore, it just is part of it.
Yeah,
And
right.
I feel this group is like part of me.
Absolutely.
And Bob, you're looking great.
Yeah.
How did you get here? Did you go by taxi or did somebody drive you down there?
I drove. What do you mean? I parked over there in the
Hallelujah.
parking.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah,
Good
I
for
know.
you.
Right.
Now, you're still doing a lot of consulting work, aren't you?
Well, I'm chairman of a Canadian oil company.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
You're still doing Ivanhoe?
Yeah, the Ivanhoe, yeah.
And-
Yeah.
and-
I'm gonna.
Great. Let me introduce you. Paul Muser. This is Robert Muser, a former chairman.
Really?
Never heard of Bob Food, right? This is Paul Muser.
Nice to see you. I'm staying with Charlie Moffat. He went to Korea and received an award for it because his father is 95, too old to go to Korea himself. But anyway, so he wanted me to say hello. I'm sorry.
And Paul flies in from Canada, Toronto. He's chairman of the Canadian Oil.
There's always one.
Why you get down here? I also have greetings from Don Yellen, who I see a couple of times a year. He's going to be 90 in a couple of weeks, December 7th.
You say hi to Bob?
No, I didn't say hi.
Little Mario, this is your first time I've seen you in the international on the list.
Whether I was going to make it.
Here I am. It's good to see you.
Oh, sure. Even things take this time to That's great.
I'm glad you're not getting all these guys. Great talent.
Hello, dear. How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Very long time.
How are you doing?
I great.
A lot of people are trying.
I gotta tell you, this is our record attendance. I know every time I think I'm gonna have a record attendance, there's about 5 or 10 people that tend to not be able to make it on the day before or whatever. However, today, I think we've got at least 44 people here, which I think is fantastic. To do because I know a number of you have never been here before. Would I be able to ask you to just stand? Those of you, I know Bob has never been in. We don't need Bob to stand up. We know who he is. Dennis Regan. And who else has never been here? Marcia? Marcia Saper and Steve Bain and Greg Callis. Greg, stand up so people can Most of you know who I am, and I know most of you, but you don't know all of each other, right? So please, feel this is our first family. This is the group that made First National Bank profitable and solid. Bob can say something to that, okay? And the fact that we got Bob here shows you his respect for everything that we've all done collectively to make this bank a solid bank. Now, what is it called today? Chase. I'm sorry, we couldn't do that. But still, those of us who own stock in Chase, we're not unhappy. It's still the most solid bank in the country. So we're quite happy about that. Now, is there anyone that would like to say anything to this group of fabulous people? Yes, Mike. In 1982, I came out of the International Audit Department, and Mike came in from Mexico, right? You were in International. And Bill Lyman then started running a profit improvement program, right? And so then he asked me if I would take over the non-earning asset program. And Bob then immediately supported that, and believe it or not, everybody that helped me to make this thing successful, we generated over $4.5 billion of savings through the non-earning asset reduction program. That's on the bottom line of that bank, of our bank, right? And every one of you, I know you know who I am, and that's why we work so well together. Over 2,500 people all over the world. We worked in Athens, in Beirut, we worked in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in Paris, and you would like to say something, right?
Yes,
Introduce yourself.
Marcia Saber.
Marcia Saber.
Doesn't matter. From the International Department, I bring greetings from Tanya Okoli. Yeah. You remember her? And Nicholas Oliphant, who is, Tanya is living in Versailles, like a queen. And Nicholas is in, after having lived in Russia for a number of years, is back in. They asked to be remembered.
Good job. Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that, some of them generally come regularly. They say, please say hello to those. Now, I could go through all the list of names if you want to eat. But I do want you to know, also we have the International Audit Group here. We have a bunch of them right here. And the International Auditors get together once a year also, in December. And Bob has attended them, showing you his respect for what we all work in every capacity. It's wonderful, isn't it? So I want to thank them for always supporting what we do, and it's been fun. For me, it's been a joy. For 25 years, we brought you all together, and the group keeps growing. We started with 8 to 10 people here while we were still working at the bank, and we said, let's just go and have a meal at Chinatown, so we went to have dim sum, right? Then Art Mazzola was one who regularly liked dim sum, so Art came into the group. Horst Siepman was there. Horst is now moving, he moved to California. And all of us, we just had a ball eating there. So pretty soon people said, how do we get into this group in Chinatown? Well, we said, it doesn't take any effort. Give me your email address, and I'll put you on the invitation list. And now, most people say, well, that's all international guys. Most of the people here, 95% are international. Maybe a couple may not have had an international background, but they've all interlinked with all of us. Now, Bob, would you like to say a couple words? I know that we would love to hear from Bob a little bit.
I don't want to get between you and lunch. But, just a couple of things. I think he has done a wonderful job. Here, here. Really, all of us together over a period of time. And, you know, if I had to kind of summarize three things. Number one, there are a lot of famous footprints, starting in 1863, that made the bank what it is. And we are just members in that long line of procession that has really built something that has endured and has lasted. And we've got to respect all the people from the beginning that have worked and made it done. That's number one. Number two, the bank is really a family. I mean, I remember when I started at the bank was $1 billion in assets, $1 billion. And we used to go down as trainees and do the statement for the officers meeting in the morning, and we did it by pencil. Yes. And we'd write out what the assets were and take them up to the officers. I mean, today, you know, you're talking Chase $1.5 trillion. And I told Jamie Dimon, I said, well, I don't know how you run a bank of $1.5 trillion. I said, you're really a personnel manager. We used to make loans. I mean, you pick this guy and this woman and that woman and so forth to run this, that, and the other thing. And they said, I know, it's not that much fun anymore. But the bank remains solid. And I know from Jamie personally, that when they merged with Bank One, the bank was really, our bank was really the core of that whole situation. And then that core, because Chase had gotten into some problems and so forth, and when they went in and Jamie went in with Harrison, our bank remained the core. And it was really the strength and the foundation of what it is today, J.P. Morgan. And, you know, that isn't in any way to be disrespectful of the great J.P. Morgan and the great Chase and David Rockefeller and all the things that happened. But the fact is, the Midwest and the strength and the common sense and the lack of kind of, you know, hubris that sometimes takes over these people, we remain solid. Now, the last thing and the third thing is, look around. We're family. And those that are working now, somehow we've got to embrace, because they're family too. They're our progeny. And I don't know how we connect and keep the thing alive, and it seems to be the challenge for everybody, all of us, if somehow we can reach out and give them what it is that made the bank in the first place, people, and the things that are done. And all of you have gone on and you've done tremendous things. I mean, you're at different banks now, at different law firms and so forth. That's the talent base that's there. But that talent base that is there now in the bank, that too, I go down there and I marvel at you know, what these young people are doing. So anytime that, and Al Churchill knows, he was in the successor operation, but anything that you can do to reach out to the people, go ahead and do it. We've got to keep the lines open and the communication open. Great to be with you. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob.
Right next to right there. Your foreman just walked in. That makes us 45. Okay, now what I will do, when we're all done eating, I get a bill. I pay for it all, right? Isn't that wonderful? And then I divide it amongst all of you. At the